Welcome to the Brian Murray Show, a real estate show, New Jersey style. Today's Super Bowl edition, Tom Brady edition of the Brian Murray Show. I'm super excited as a Bucks fan, as a 1-year-long Bucks fan, as a Tom Brady fan for the last 2+ decades. Tom Brady and I have some things in common. Not many, but a few. We both went to Michigan, and we both spent about 20 years in New England, Massachusetts, to be exact. And we used to both root for the Patriots. And now we both root for the Buccaneers. So Tom Brady and I were tight. So I wanted to share with you some things that you can learn as a buyer and seller from Tom Brady and his now 10th Super Bowl, going for his 7th championship. So this is a Super Bowl edition. Now, when Tom Brady decided to leave the Patriots, or more importantly, he sort of got kicked out of his home there at the Patriots, what he looked for in his next home, one, was location. Location, location, location. It's warm in Florida. It's, good tax structures in Florida. It was right for his family. So it was location, location, location for Tom Brady. Work-wise meant the right temperature. It meant the right taxes. It meant, keeping his family happy. So that's what number one on his list was location. He could have gone to Indianapolis, where it's freezing cold right now. He could have gone, to the Midwest, and his family wasn't going to be happy, and, he probably would have paid more in taxes. And so location. Number two, he gets down to his new place and he starts to get along with the neighbors. That's key, right? Aside from that, playing in the park when he shouldn't have been playing in the park, and walking into somebody's house that he thought was his friends, but it wasn't. It's getting along with his neighbors, his teammates, his coworkers. So know that, there's going to be an adjustment period when you move, and it's really incumbent upon you to go out of your way to get to know everybody. And the number three thing that you can learn from Tom Brady in his move was never lose sight of the prize. The prize for him is the Super Bowl. It's the win. Never lose sight of that when, maybe the negotiations were a little bit off, or people were talking bad, or, you bring a lot of emotion into it with your wife and your previous employer and, all the fans in New England. Never lose sight of the prize. And that's what Tom Brady did not do. And that's why he's where he is. Right there, the prize. So in this Super Bowl edition, Tom Brady edition of the Brian Murray Show, the discussion point is, again, learn from Tom Brady. It's all about location. You're going to have to manage to reach out to the neighbors. It's incumbent upon you. And number three, never lose sight of the prize. How's the market? February 5th, 2021. This is downtown Jersey City and Hoboken review of where we are right now. If anybody was expecting a down market because of COVID, certainly 2021 is a lot different than 2020. Right now, today, I have less than 3 months of inventory in both Hoboken and Jersey City. That means that if you take the number of contracts that happened in the last 30 days and divide it by the number of homes on the market, it's less than it would be eaten up in less than 3 months. So, for instance, in Hoboken, there are 223 condos available, and there were 86 under contract in the last 30 days. So if I do my math right, that sounds like 242 contracts for 3 months, and yet there are only 223 homes available, so it's less than 3 months of inventory. Guess what that means? Seller's market. Seller's market in Jersey City, seller's market in Hoboken. That's right, seller's market. Can't believe we're talking about that after last year, which was kind of some sellers, some buyers. But man, the market is on fire right now. So interest rates are low and buyers are coming in. This is a great time. If you're a seller, reach out to me. I'm going to tell you why we need to get your home on the market ASAP and not miss this wave before more and more homes do come on the market. So let's talk about numbers. Hoboken, 223 available, 27 in the last 7 days, and 100 in the last month. 100 in a month is for January is a good month. A lot of homes, but 86 under contract. So bam, they come on, they go off. Average days on market, 51. So and that could be a holdover from last year, but know that the homes have been sitting a little bit, but the volatility is moving now. Sold in the last 30 days, 65. That again is a delay from the beginning of the year in the wintertime, and the discount is about 2.9%. Look for the discount to start creeping closer to zero because it is a seller's market and more buyers are going to likely pay closer to ask as long as the homes are priced correctly. In Jersey City, it's really interesting. There's 209 condos available, which is really close to Hoboken. Only 18 came on in the last week and 112 in the last 30 days. So more than half of the condos are less than 30 days old. That means a very, very fresh market. The number of contracts in the last 30 days in Jersey City was 79. That market is on fire right now. It's on fire. Reach out to me if you're a seller or a buyer to really find out where you can still take advantage of that market. Days on the market average 67, and the solds in the last 30 days were 52. Still a great number for this time of year, and the discount was about 2.5%. Again, big takeaways: the market's on fire. It's a seller's market, but it's a buyer's market too because the interest rates are so low. And reach out to me again to find out how you can take advantage of this. This has been today's discussion point on how's the market. The good, the bad, the ugly, Tom Brady edition. So we're going to go with the GOAT edition today, which is the good, the bad, the GOAT. So the good, Tom Brady's very inspirational. A man drafted in the 6th round, number 199th overall. So 198 players were picked before him. And he had a belief in himself. If you want to think about that when you're searching for a home, that, hey, maybe people are buying other homes. It doesn't mean that there's not greatness for your home out there. He's so inspirational. The bad. Tom Brady's actually lost 3 Super Bowls. It's hard for me to think about them. I can't concentrate on them. The fact that 2 of them were to a local New York team is even worse for me because I can't even watch them. I can't talk about them because sometimes you're going to lose out as a buyer on a bidding war. You're going to lose out on a property. You might lose out on 3. But think about it. All you need to do is win 1 to be remembered. As a seller, you might lose out on some buyers. All you need is 1 to go forward and remember it. And really the greatest GOAT thing about Tom Brady, the GOAT thing, it's all about consistency and focus. It's eye on the end. It's eye on the prize at the end. And that's really the GOAT thing that as a buyer or seller, you need to be the best. You need to be the GOAT of buyers or the GOAT of sellers. And it's consistency and focus, and you're going to get what you want as long as you're working with professionals around you. And I will tell you that a great quote of Tom Brady is, he says, "I don't care about 3 years ago. I don't care about 2 years ago. I don't care about last year. I care about this week." So I don't care about 3 years ago. I don't care about 2 years ago. I don't care about last year. I care about this week. And that's what you as a buyer need to know and you as a seller need to focus on. It doesn't matter what the prices were 3 years ago or 2 years ago or last year. It's this week. So take that with you as you go forward. It's all about words from the GOAT and how to buy and sell homes. So this has been the Brian Murray Show. Thank you so much for watching. As always, all episodes of The Brian Murray Show can be found at themurraypropertygroup.com under the blog section. I do appreciate you following me on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook. I love the comments. I love the feedback, so please do more of it. And if there's anything that you disagree with, as always, reach out to me, and I'll show you why you're wrong. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for allowing me to share some of Tom Brady's greatness.